Have you ever found yourself standing alone at the edge of an invisible storm? A storm not of thunder and lightning, but one that rages quietly inside your mind? Those days when every step forward feels like pushing against a wall and the weight of your worries presses so heavily it's hard to breathe. Maybe you wake up with a knot in your chest and the world seems to whisper that giving up is easier, that rest is the only escape. If you've ever been caught in that silent battle, grappling with doubt and exhaustion, you are far from alone. In life, hard days come to us all. They arrive uninvited, unannounced, and often unrelenting. The question is not if you will face them, but how you will respond when they arrive. Will you allow the storm to swallow your spirit, or will you find a way to stand firm and keep moving forward? Today, we will explore 8 timeless Stoic ways to keep going when the weight of the world feels unbearable. These are not empty cliches or fleeting motivational phrases. They are profound lessons, born from centuries of human struggle and wisdom, tools forged in the fires of adversity that have helped countless souls navigate their darkest hours. Whether you are in the midst of a trial or preparing for the inevitable challenges ahead, these Stoic principles offer a quiet strength and clarity. They invite you to look beyond the chaos, to embrace resilience, and to find peace even amid the storm. If you're ready to uncover the power within you to persevere, let us begin this journey together. There is a widespread belief that true strength means never showing weakness, that resilience is the absence of struggle or pain. Many think that to be strong, one must stand unshaken, never faltering, never falling. But this idea is a dangerous illusion, one that sets impossible standards and leads only to frustration and self-judgment. The Stoics teach us something far different. Strength is not about being invulnerable or flawless. It is about how we respond when we do fall, when hardship breaks us down. It is the courage to rise again, to face the next day despite the pain, to keep walking even when the path is steep and uncertain. If you imagine strength as a mountain, solid, towering, unchanging, you miss the truth that even mountains erode. Wind, rain, time, they all leave marks. What matters is not that the mountain never changes, but that it remains standing through the storms. Likewise, your true power lies not in perfection, but in resilience, in your ability to recover, adapt, and grow through adversity. The Stoics believe that life's challenges are not punishments or signs of failure. They are the very things that shape and strengthen the soul. Holding on to the myth of flawless strength only isolates us. It makes us feel alone in our struggles, ashamed of our vulnerabilities. But embracing the reality that falling is part of being human opens a door to compassion, both for ourselves and others. It reminds us that strength is a journey, not a destination. So if you've ever felt broken or weak during hard days, hear this. Your struggle is not a weakness. It is the ground where your resilience takes root. The cracks in your armor are the marks of a warrior who refuses to give up. Now that we have let go of this false notion of strength, we can move forward with clearer eyes and a braver heart. Let us explore the wisdom that has helped countless souls keep going when the world feels heavy. Introducing Stoic philosophy. At the heart of Stoicism lies a simple yet profound truth. The obstacles we face are not just roadblocks. They are the very path forward. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and philosopher who endured wars, betrayals, and plague, captured this wisdom when he said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This insight reshapes how we see hardship. Instead of viewing difficulties as enemies, Stoicism invites us to see them as teachers. Every challenge holds a lesson, every setback an opportunity to grow stronger and wiser. The world does not owe us ease, but it offers us strength if we are willing to reach for it. Stoicism does not promise a life free of pain or struggle. Instead, it offers a mindset, one that trains us to meet adversity with calm, clarity, and courage. It asks us to focus on what we can control, our own thoughts, choices, and actions. While external events may be unpredictable and often unfair, our response is ours alone to command. This ancient philosophy, practiced by slaves and emperors alike, guides us to live in harmony with nature's flow, accepting what cannot be changed and acting wisely where we have power. It is not about denying emotion or hardship, but about mastering ourselves so that no storm outside can shake the peace within. With this understanding, let us now explore 8 practical Stoic ways to keep going when the hardest days come. Principles that can transform obstacles into stepping stones on your path. Way 1. Accept what you cannot control. Imagine standing on the deck of a small boat amidst a vast, stormy sea. The wind howls and towering waves crash relentlessly against the hull. You cannot command the storm. You cannot stop the rain or tame the furious ocean. But you can adjust the sails, steer your rudder, and keep your balance. This is the essence of Stoic wisdom, recognizing the boundary between what lies within your control and what does not. You cannot change the past, nor predict the future with certainty. You cannot control other people's words, actions, or the unpredictable twists of fate, but you do have power over your own thoughts, your judgments, and your choices. Resistance to this truth drains your energy and steals your peace. Fighting what you cannot change is like trying to hold back the tide. It only leads to exhaustion and frustration. Instead, when you accept the limits of your control, you free your mind to focus on what truly matters, your response. Acceptance is not passive resignation. It is a courageous acknowledgement of reality. By embracing what you cannot change, you reclaim your strength. You redirect your efforts from battling the uncontrollable to mastering your own will. In hard days, this distinction becomes vital. When chaos swirls around you, whether through loss, disappointment, or unforeseen hardship, remember the sailor in the storm. You may not calm the sea, but you can steady your vessel. The peace that comes from this acceptance is a quiet power. It transforms helplessness into agency and despair into purpose. By focusing on what you can control, you build a resilient heart capable of weathering any storm. Way 2. Focus entirely on the present moment. The past is a faded photograph, unchangeable, fixed, and often weighted with regret. The future, on the other hand, is a distant horizon, uncertain, unseen, and filled with countless possibilities and fears. The only moment truly within your grasp is this one, the present. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic teachers, urged us to anchor ourselves firmly in the now. When you find yourself overwhelmed by the burdens of hard days, the mind tends to scatter, dwelling on what went wrong yesterday or worrying about what might happen tomorrow. But this scattered mind loses its power. Imagine a tightrope walker suspended high above the ground. Their success depends not on glancing nervously at what lies behind or ahead, but on placing one steady foot in front of the other, fully aware of each step. In life's most difficult moments, the secret is the same. Focus your attention wholly on the step you are taking now. This means giving your full presence to whatever task or moment you face, whether it's a difficult conversation, a challenge at work, or simply breathing through a wave of emotion. When your mind clings to the past or races ahead to the future, you fragment your strength. But when you center yourself in the present, you regain control and clarity. The present moment is a powerful gateway. It is where choice lives, where action happens, and where peace can be found even amid chaos. By training yourself to live fully in the now, you build a steady foundation that no storm can shake. As we continue, let us see how this focus on the present works hand in hand with other Stoic principles to help you keep going on hard days. Way 3. Turn trials into opportunities for growth. Life's hardships often arrive uninvited, bringing pain, loss, and uncertainty. It's natural to resist them, to wish they would simply pass us by. But the Stoics teach us a different way, to see trials not as curses, but as the very tools that shape and strengthen our character. Seneca, one of Stoicism's greatest voices, reminded us that difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. Like a blacksmith folding and hammering steel to create a blade, life's challenges fold and shape our inner selves. Each struggle, each setback, is a chance to develop resilience, patience, and wisdom. This doesn't mean we should seek out suffering, nor pretend pain is easy. Rather, it is about shifting perspective. When faced with hardship, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this difficulty make me stronger? This simple question transforms suffering into a teacher. Consider the bamboo in the wind. It bends and sways but does not break. Its flexibility is its strength. Similarly, when you face hardship, your ability to adapt and grow becomes your power. Trials test you, yes, but they also reveal your capacity to endure and evolve. By turning obstacles into opportunities for growth, you reclaim control over your experience. You no longer see hardship as a barrier, but as a bridge, one that leads to greater self-awareness and inner strength. As we move forward, this mindset will guide us through the next Stoic principles, each helping you keep moving forward, even on the hardest days. Way 4. Cultivate a calm and unshakable mind. Picture a vast lake at dawn, its surface perfectly still, reflecting the sky without a single ripple. Above, the wind may howl and the clouds may gather, but beneath it all, the lake remains calm and undisturbed. This image captures the kind of mind the Stoics encourage us to cultivate, a mind that remains steady and peaceful, no matter the chaos outside. Stoicism teaches that external events are often beyond our control, but our inner response is ours alone to command. A calm mind does not mean suppressing emotions or denying hardship. Rather, it means embracing challenges without letting them disturb our inner peace. When life throws its storms, whether it be loss, disappointment, or uncertainty, the ability to remain composed becomes a powerful shield. Like the lake that mirrors the sky, your mind can reflect what happens around you without being battered by it. Developing this calm requires practice. Through reflection, meditation, and self-awareness, you train yourself to notice when your thoughts spiral into fear, anger, or despair. Then gently, you bring your attention back to tranquility, reminding yourself that you can choose your response. This inner calm does not make problems disappear, but it changes your relationship to them. It allows you to think clearly, act wisely, and endure with grace. When your mind is unshakable, no external turmoil can rob you of your peace. As we continue, you will see how this calm mind works alongside other Stoic teachings to help you persevere, no matter how hard the day becomes. Way 5. Remember the impermanence of all things. In the swirling chaos of hard days, it's easy to forget a fundamental truth. Nothing lasts forever. Joy fades, pain passes, troubles come and go, like clouds drifting across the sky. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily that the world is in constant flux, and so too are our experiences. This understanding, the impermanence of all things, is a cornerstone of Stoic wisdom. When we cling desperately to comfort or fear loss, we set ourselves up for suffering. But by embracing the transient nature of life, we free ourselves from the weight of attachment. Imagine watching a storm from a safe window. You feel the power of the wind and rain, yet you know the storm will pass. The sun will shine again. Your difficulties, no matter how intense, are like that storm, temporary and ever-changing. This perspective grants a quiet hope during dark times. It reminds us that the hardship we endure today is but a moment in the vastness of our lives. It is a passing wave on the ocean of existence. Remembering impermanence doesn't make pain vanish, but it softens its grip. It invites patience, acceptance, and resilience. When you keep this truth close, you learn to weather difficulties without losing sight of the horizon. As we explore the remaining Stoic ways, hold on to this thought. Hard days are temporary. Your strength, grounded in this knowledge, will carry you through. Way 6. Keep your eyes on a greater purpose. When the weight of hardship presses down, it's easy to lose sight of why you keep moving forward. Days filled with struggle can make the path seem endless and the effort pointless. The Stoics remind us to anchor ourselves in something larger than the moment, something that gives our actions meaning and our endurance strength. Imagine a lighthouse standing tall amidst a raging storm, its light cutting through darkness and guiding ships safely to shore. Your greater purpose is that lighthouse. It provides direction when the fog of doubt clouds your mind and the waves of difficulty threaten to overwhelm. Whether your purpose is love for family, commitment to growth, service to others, or a personal mission, it becomes a source of unwavering motivation. Purpose transforms suffering into sacrifice and obstacles into stepping stones. Marcus Aurelius urged himself to remember the larger story of his life. that each challenge was part of a greater journey toward wisdom and virtue. By focusing on this bigger picture, you find resilience beyond mere survival. You find meaning in the struggle. When you feel yourself faltering, remind yourself of this purpose. Let it be the compass that recalibrates your direction and the fuel that reignites your spirit. This clear vision steadies your steps and lights your way through even the darkest times. It lifts you beyond immediate pain to a place of strength and hope. As we move forward, the remaining Stoic principles will build on this foundation, guiding you to keep going when it feels hardest. Way 7. Speak kindly to yourself. The voice inside your head is one of the most powerful forces shaping your experience of hardship. It can either be your greatest ally or your harshest critic. The Stoics understood this well. They taught that how we speak to ourselves matters deeply. When you face hard days, it's easy to fall into patterns of self-judgment and harshness. You might blame yourself for perceived failures, question your worth, or drown in doubt. But this internal negativity only deepens pain and drains your strength. Instead, Stoicism invites you to cultivate a gentle and encouraging inner dialogue. Speak to yourself as you would to a dear friend, patiently, compassionately, and with unwavering support. Remind yourself that struggle is part of being human, and that every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. Epictetus urged us to focus on what we can control, including our thoughts. By choosing kind words and reframing challenges as growth opportunities, you nurture resilience. Positive self-talk rebuilds your spirit one sentence at a time. Consider how a gardener tends to a delicate plant. Harsh words are like frost, stunting growth. Kindness and care, however, nourish the roots and encourage blossoming. On your hardest days, pause and listen to your inner voice. If it's harsh or critical, consciously replace those thoughts with affirmations of strength and perseverance. You deserve patience, understanding, and respect from yourself. This practice of self-kindness creates a foundation of inner peace and confidence. It empowers you to face challenges with courage and grace, knowing that you are not alone, especially not in your own mind. As we approach the final Stoic way, remember that the kindness you offer yourself is a vital source of strength. Way 8. Build small, consistent habits that fortify your spirit. Great strength is rarely born from a single moment of courage. Instead, it grows quietly over time, built by small, steady actions repeated day after day. The Stoics understood that resilience and inner fortitude are cultivated through consistent habits that shape the soul. Imagine a stone wall, each brick laid carefully, one at a time. No single brick makes the wall, but together they create a structure strong enough to withstand the fiercest storms. Your daily habits are like those bricks, forming the foundation of your strength. On hard days when motivation falters and the weight of the world feels heavy, returning to simple routines grounds you. Whether it's waking up early, practicing mindful breathing, journaling your thoughts, or taking a moment of gratitude, these small acts accumulate, reinforcing your spirit. Consistency matters more than intensity. A brief moment of calm or clarity each day can prevent overwhelm and build resilience over time. The Stoics valued discipline, not as rigid control, but as a loving commitment to oneself. By nurturing these habits, you prepare your mind and heart to face challenges with grace. They become the silent guardians of your peace, helping you endure difficulties without losing your way. Remember, it is in these small, steady steps that true endurance is found. Even on the hardest days, these habits remind you that you are moving forward, no matter how slowly. As you weave these practices into your life, you build an unshakable foundation, one that supports you through every storm. Now that you've discovered these 8 timeless Stoic ways to keep going during the hardest days, the next step is yours. Knowledge alone does not transform, action does. I invite you to choose one of these principles, perhaps the one that resonates most deeply with your current struggle, and commit to practicing it tomorrow or even today. Try to fully embrace acceptance or focus your attention on the present moment. Speak kindly to yourself when doubt creeps in. Whatever you choose, let it become a deliberate act, a small but meaningful step toward greater resilience. Remember, progress is rarely dramatic. It's the quiet accumulation of small efforts, day by day, that builds strength. Share in the comments below which Stoic way you plan to adopt, or tell us how you have kept going during your own hardest days. Your story might be the light someone else needs right now. If you found value in this message, consider liking this video and subscribing for more insights that bring ancient wisdom into modern life. Together, we can create a community grounded in resilience, calm, and purpose. Taking that first step can feel daunting, but with each choice to persevere, you reclaim your power. You remind yourself that no storm, no matter how fierce, can last forever. You are stronger than your challenges. So which Stoic way will guide you forward? The journey begins with one intentional step. As we come to the close of this journey through Stoic wisdom, remember this: hardship is not your enemy. It is the very forge where your character is shaped and your spirit strengthened. The difficulties you face are not meant to break you, but to reveal the depths of your resilience and courage. Seneca, a Stoic master, once wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." This is your invitation to embrace struggle, not with fear, but with curiosity and determination. Within you lies a well of strength, far greater than the storms that rage outside. When the world feels heavy and your path unclear, return to these timeless truths. Let them be your refuge and your guide. Stand firm like the ancient oak whose roots run deep beneath the soil, unshaken by the fiercest winds. Know that each step you take, no matter how small, carries you forward. Each breath you draw is a testament to your enduring spirit. Your journey is not defined by the absence of struggle, but by your unwavering commitment to rise. If this message has resonated with you, please take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who might need encouragement, and subscribe to Stoic Viva for more timeless wisdom to guide your life. And I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below sharing which Stoic way you'll practice next, or how you stay resilient on hard days. So breathe deeply, steady your heart, and face tomorrow with quiet confidence. The storm will pass, and you will emerge stronger, wiser, and more alive. Thank you for walking this path today. May these Stoic ways serve you well, lighting your way through hard days and beyond.